We referenced this a little bit earlier in the show. Let's take a look at another quote from that article on The Athletic that kind of detailed where things went wrong with Baker Mayfield and Kevin Stefanski. And this quote kind of jumps out at you. Mayfield was widely viewed as childish and immature. His behavior annoyed teammates and divided the locker room, and he was often difficult to coach. Let's welcome back in Brad Ward. And Brad, when you look at that, those are three things you do not want to hear about your quote-unquote franchise quarterback ever, ever, ever.
No, you don't. And it should be interesting in Carolina, too. I mean, he goes in. It's so funny. I think, he'd like to have a fresh start, but you got a guy, Robbie Anderson, who was vocally speaking out against him. They have to have some kind of history. I know he said he never met him, but why would he be so down on Mayfield? McAdoo is his offensive coordinator who talked down on him when he was coming out in the draft. Mayfield is aware of these things. I mean, that's exactly what he is, right? He holds grudges, and I'm sure everything will be fine during training camp. But, Mayfield's kind of MO in those situations, Dave, is when things get bad, those things are going to come to light, right? That's kind of like that maturity. Does he ever really get over those grudges and the chips on his shoulder that he holds on to for so long? And when it comes out, it doesn't come out very, very great. You're going to hear a lot of stuff coming out about Mayfield now that he's gone, especially. You're going to hear a lot of stories coming out of the Browns, leaks on him and things that make a lot of sense of why the Browns were so turned off. I think this last year was really trying for that locker room. And I think, from people I've talked to, I think you're going to hear a lot of stories about Mayfield that aren't so flattering about his behavior behind the scenes, Dave. I wouldn't be surprised at all if you see those coming out here in the coming weeks, especially now that he's traded.